Seamus, it's all happening first of all on the 21st, Saturday the 21st and Sunday the 22nd of June.
That's right, Steve. We've a tractor run on Saturday evening about 5 o'clock. A small little run, about 12 kilometres, all vintage tractors. And
what's the route for that?
It's coming out of Limerick Junction and back up over the bridge towards Barnestown and turning back over towards Guthrum Mines, Newtown School, Guthrum Mines, into Salahead and back up around. We're not crossing any roads, so just one loop, 12 kilometres.
Registration?
Registration from, I suppose we're going about maybe 4:30 on registration. And barbecue for all that's there when we're finished.
Great stuff. And anyone can go and join us?
Oh, they can, yeah. Anyone. Once the tractor's vintage, we're happy, once vintage
that's
tractors.
And, okay, so now we're going to fast forward 24 hours and you're heading to the junction.
Yeah, we're having a show then on Saturday and Sunday morning, so we're hoping we're hoping the weather will be good for us. We've put in for that and we'll see what will happen. So we've things like Catherine here starting a dog show and she'll talk about it in a second. We've an awful lot of people donating to us at the moment and it's brilliant, more I'll talk about that. But for us, the likes of the engine down there, tractors, vintage cars, and we've other attractions, kiddie things. And like the old things, like the old games, maybe the three-legged race and the sack race and that kind of thing. As opposed to the big commercial stuff.
So there's something really there for all the family, isn't there?
Hopefully we have something there for everybody.
I know the big question is, what time will the dog show be on it?
The dog show, I'll put you to Catherine here now, she'll have a word with it. Thanks, Catherine.
Hi Stevie, how are you?
Hi Catherine, how are you? Dog show starting?
It's registration is 1 o'clock and then the show will start at 2 o'clock.
And what about the categories? Have you got many categories?
Yes, we have just 6 classes, so there's class for every dog, like from large dog, medium dog, small dog. Fancy dress, so bring on your dog, dress it up, waggy his tail maybe, and then there's one there for handler under 16.
Super stuff.
And then there's overall dog of the show. So.
And do they have to register on time?
Yes, at 1 o'clock it'll be starting, so come along and register at 1 and then we'll
ready to go
close up
around
then for 2 o'clock.
Super stuff,
yeah.
Super stuff. So Seamus, a big crowd is expected out there?
Well, we're hoping for a big crowd. I mean, it's down to the weather a lot, but we're doing our best to get the crowd out there. We've been putting up signs and advertising. What we have is from the junction, the Moorehaven here, sending out a few buses and a shuttle for the junction down into the showground for anybody who wants to come by train to the junction. It's a short distance anyway, they're nearly walking, but we have a bus for any pensioners who want to come on for the day, they're more than welcome.
But Seamus, it's very important to stress as well that all proceeds will be coming directly to the Moorehaven.
Sorry?
All proceeds will be raised, will be coming here to the Moorehaven.
All the proceeds that will be raised will be coming back in here to Moorehaven, and it is a sole charity. I suppose it's one that's close to me anyway, and my wife here, but they do need the funds here. They do need the funds because I see Michael here as a gas man, a nice fella, but I think he's aged 10 years since he's taken on the job because he's constantly on the hunt for things to buy buses, keep them on the road and all to that, you know what I mean? So it's a great cause.
Okay, so I suppose really the encouragement is to get as many people out to the junction as early as possible and get in there, park up, and again, it's all happening give us the starting time. What, 12:30?
Yeah, the gates will be open for maybe 12 o'clock, and we're hoping like the exhibitors, the people that come in themselves, will have a bus back for everybody and a dinner for everybody that exhibits there, so we're planning for them already.
Great stuff, we're really looking forward to it. Now, if anybody want to contact you, how can they do so?
Well, we have our Facebook site. It's the Junction Vintage Show on Facebook. And my numbers, you see, my phone number will be on the flyers on that anyway if they want to. And anybody who wants to bring a vintage auto jumble, more than welcome. Genuine vintage.
And I believe there's going to be an army display out there with Joe O'Toole, as far as I know.
That's right. Joe's promised us a lot of vehicles, and he will show up with them. Fair play to him.
And believe me, he will arrive on with a lot of them.
He will. He's a great man to do it, and there's no madness about him. He'll just come and do the thing and go.
Is there any other kind of a surprise out there with vehicles that people you can let us know, and again, it might attract more people to go out and see?
We will. Certain things, like there was a thing we called the Gill Dipper. Years ago we came across it in Kennedy Castle, where somebody would sit over a bell and people get turned to throw balls at it and see can they knock them into the bell of water. Little things like that we're going to have them as well. And the dipper, the Gill Dippers we call it, you can nominate someone and bid on whoever you want to sit on it and things like that, So if there's any of us that want to get your back on for hunting, there's a price on our heads.
Best stuff. Seamus, thank you again for
Thanks
joining
very
me.
much for that, Stevie.